Welcome to Call of the Wild.
Hey everyone, this is Monstercat's weekly radio show connecting you with some of your favorite artists.
Hey everyone, this is Kill Paris.
Hey guys, this is Conroe.
What's up guys, Dion Timmer here.
And of course, a place where individuals like yourselves can take part in a global family.
Hey yo, this is Logan from Australia.
I'd like to shout out everyone who listens to Monstercat and remind you that you're awesome.
So glad I'm here.
So get yourself ready for an hour of fresh music, and it all starts right now.
With nothing to hold us back, these are the songs of the wild.
Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to Monstercat's radio show. This is Called the Wild, your favorite place to catch up on everything Monstercat. Today is no different, of course. We have a lot of big tunes to share with you, like, of course, Anamanaguchi, Stonebank, Pixel Tear, Matrix, and many more. Also, as you are enjoying the hour, let us know on socials. Post a picture of you listening to the episode and tell us where you are tuning in from using our hashtag COTW Radio. We're going to try to do something really special with all that content at one of our end of year episodes. So make sure to get those in. All right, let's get right into our first spread of music. Up first is Oblivion coming in behind me right now with Exit Sim. Then we're going to go right into our Instinct Spotlight of the Week by Anamanaguchi with Water Resistant featuring 8485. You heard it right here on Monstercat's Call the Wild.
Try and imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Think about that. Children think about it. It's one of the great wonders of life. What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up? And if you think long enough about that, something will happen to you. You will find out, among other things, that it will pose the next question to you. What was it like to wake up after having never gone to sleep?
you just heard You and Me by Snubs. Then before that, we dropped Magma by Pixel Terra. And speaking of them, we have a brand new one with them and Spaghetti queued up later in the hour. We also kicked off the show with Anamanaguchi featuring 8485 with their latest Water Resistant out now on Monstercat Instinct. Next up is our gold feature of the week and available now to Monstercat Gold subscribers at monstercat.com, along with all songs 24 hours before they are released to the music stores. So for our feature today, this is Company, Wales, and Elvie with Stand By Me. Let's hear it. Call the Wild. Let's go.
You can teach me how to lead the way. I wanna be different around you. Inside, it doesn't come easy for me. I will try. If you stand by me. When I feel weak, I'm not in a rush to start opening up, so I won't speak at all. I freeze up, yeah. I don't wanna make it worse by saying too much. I live in my head, but I'll change. If you can teach me how to lead the way, I wanna be different around you. Inside, it doesn't come easy for me. I will try. If you stand by me.
Take it off, the feeling's gone. We land at this point again. First you played and now we've lost. Like you never wanted anything. Watching as the colors blend, but it still won't mean an end. Here we never knew then, 'cause we are. Playing for a different ride, but we still can't see the light. Wishing I knew this sooner. 'Cause we are. Are you always lying, young and ashamed? I know why you're hiding. You always win. You're so kind to in every way, but I know you. And you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. And you wanna try it, but I know. I really know you, really know you. And you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. And you wanna try it, but I know. I really know you. Are you always lying, young and ashamed? I know why you're hiding. You always win. You're so kind to in every way, but I know you. And you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. And you wanna try it, but I know. I really know you, really know you. And you wanna hide it, but I know. And I'll say the truth, I say the truth. And you wanna try it, but I know. I really know you.
All right, next in the hour, we have some brand new music to share, delivering a fresh sound. This is a preview of Emir's Tripwire. Let us know what you think by reaching out on socials with hashtag COTW Radio.
Heartbeat barely there, warm hands, cold as stare. Her body so still, with looks that could kill. Walk past the devil traps, you'll feel her pull inside. The words in her eyes fall deaf to the blind. Inside, the secrets you'd find, the secrets you'd find. Caught in desire, set up like a tripwire, stepping. She got you tight, trip. Why? Run away. yeah.
We just came out of Slippy's record Standstill, and before that we had a new name to the label. That was Emir with Tripwire, bringing us into our community pick of the week, voted by you during our weekly live streams at live.monstercat.com. This is Stonebank with Blast from the Past, and you heard it right here on Monstercat's Call the Wild.
Could it be more than just one night? Kissing the cab ride, head turning left, right. Get a ticket for two to wherever you choose. Drinking some red out of the blue. You say my name with your accent, makes me remember how much I missed you. Hope you're planning to stay for a million days. You'll be my summer in December. Hey boy, trust my intuitions always. I'm not superstitious, I got lucky. Stole your heart and it was mine for the taking. I'm bad at pretending, you know I'll be true. Sunday mornings and midnight lights turn into songs that you watch me write. Stole your sweater on that night. You took a picture, keep by my bedside. So you're mine when you're gone, baby, please don't be long. I got my ticket to the west side. You say my name with your accent, makes me remember how much I missed you. Hope you're planning to stay for a million days. You'll be my summer in December. Hey boy, trust my intuitions always. I'm not superstitious, I got lucky. Stole your heart and it was mine for the taking. It was mine for the taking. It was mine for a million days, in a million ways. Stole your heart and I got lucky. Stole your heart and it was mine in a million ways, for a million days.
Hey everyone, this is Joe from Arm & Hammer, and we're excited to announce our forthcoming single and debut Monstercat release called Saving Lives. It features the incredibly talented Bella Renee, and it comes out November 19th.
But you're slipping through my fingers, and the pain stays and lingers. Try to stay alive, but I fear I'm losing patience this time. All the things you said we'd do, they're just overused. All the things you said we'd try, they just passed us by. I'm getting left you, I don't need you, babe. Why does the world keep spinning round when all I did was hold you down? Feels like I'm losing patience when you keep me waiting. Why does the world keep spinning round when all I did was hold you down? But I tried to save you when I needed saving.
Is now time for our Uncaged Spotlight of the Week. We previewed this last episode, and here it is in full. This is Carbonera by Pixel Terror and Spaghetti, and you heard it right here on Monstercat's Call the Wild. Let's go.
I saw you at the end of that night. I was looking for some trouble, you were looking alright. Every time you said a word, I was staring at your lips. I don't think I've ever been so close to a love like this. I never met someone like you. I never felt this way, ooh. Sipping on a little something, I've been sipping too much. I just pour myself a double and I'm thinking about us. Every time I see your face, I think of what I lost. How could all the little moments that we had be so far gone? I never met someone like you. I never felt this way, ooh. For your love, I would take potions. For your love, I would cross oceans. All the hurt and the pain, you could take it all away. For your love, I would take potions.
And sadly, that brings us to our final track of the hour. Thank you all so much for joining us week after week. We mentioned this earlier in the episode, but we want you to send us photos and videos of you listening to our show. We have a really special idea that we're going to try to put together for the year-end episodes. So make sure to post your content on socials and include hashtag COTW Radio. We'll be grabbing it. Let's end the episode with our Silk Spotlight of the week. Here is a great one by Matrix called A Moment Apart. And until next week, later days.
kitty.